all this program. So that you'll be understanding how to model a combinational logic circuit and a sequential logic circuit. Probably you can able to you are doing only the one bit full adder, one bit full subtractor. I hope so. Correct. Okay. Magnitude order also done. Parallel order. Okay. What about the comparator? Comparator is not done, and carry look ahead order also not done. Then flip flops, two flip flops and one application. Asynchronous counter I was asking, that is not done. Okay, let us take one by one. Nothing to worry. First, let us go with this one, 11th one. Already you know that write a program of data flow modeling in one bit full order using logical equations. Correct. If you talk about full order, what are the decimal notations? Some of decimal notations are. So what are the sum of notation, decimal notations of the full order? What are the sum? Full order, sum is what? What are the decimal notations? So 1, 2, 4, 7. If you remember, right? If I write the logical expression to this is A bar, B bar, C plus 2 is nothing but what? A bar, B, C bar plus 4 is nothing but what? A, B bar, C bar, A, B bar, C bar plus 7 is nothing but A, B, C. This is some expression. So this is equivalent to what? A XOR, correct? B XOR, C, correct? Similarly for carry, what are the decimal notations? 3, 5, 6, 7. What is the expression for this is nothing but? If I write the canonical expression to this, 3 is nothing but what? A bar, B, C plus 5 is nothing but A, B bar, C, 6 is nothing but A, B, C bar plus A, B, C. If you simplify this through some of the techniques, minimization techniques, you'll be getting what? AB plus AC plus BC. Simplified form of this canonical equation. Right? These are some equation. This is the carry equation. So I need to build a full order using what? Data flow modeling. So usually data flow modeling is nothing but what? It is replacing the gates by higher level of abstraction. Abstraction we are writing in terms of what? Boolean equations. Correct. So can you write a program to this quickly? How to write a program? Let us take online compiler. So this is what? Module, right? Module name shall I write what? Full order. What are the inputs to this list? AB, right? And let us take this is CI. Because it is coming from, if you are talking about full parallel order, CI is coming from the previous stage. I can write C, and then this is nothing but what? Sum comma C out. Sum comma C out. Or I can write this is nothing but what? C. Then what are the ports are input port and what are the ports are output port? Input are AB, C, correct? And then output port are summon C out. Summon C out. This is the port declaration. After port declaration, what I need to do? Now I am asking to design this using data flow modeling technique. The basic building for the data flow modeling technique is assign keyword, continuous assignment statement. So you know what are the characteristics of the continuous assignment statement. Always left hand side should be what data type it should be. Net data type. It may be scalar or vector. Right? Then this is sum is equal to what I need to write. A XOR, right? B XOR, C. A XOR, B XOR, C. Again, assign for what? C out. C out is equal to what? A and B. Right? Or you can write AB. Expression A is and B. Then what operation? R operation. What? B and C. B and C are A and C. B and C using operators. Right? Then what I need to do? In the body. Okay, sorry. Here I need to get the body. Let us do this. Now I need to write the test bench to this, correct? Module AB. What are the inputs are right here? B comma C. Then Y sum comma C. Sum comma C. Next what I need to do? We need to instantiate it. Okay. So for this is full order. Shall I take full order like this? Is it fine? A name. Instantiate name, anything it may. Okay, I'm writing full order. Okay. Or you can write full order 1. No problem. Full order 1, no problem. So what I need to do? Shall I go port connection by define? Then initial begin. Okay. Shall I go with the concatenation operator? Generating A, B, C value inputs. A comma B comma C. This is equal to dollar symbol random. Then let me use some sim time to print the output. Then what I need to do? Display what I need to display. A is equal to percentage B 0B tab space. B is equal to percentage 0B tab space. C is equal to percentage 0B. Then tab space sum is equal to percentage 0B tab space C out is equal to percentage 0B. Then what argument I need to pass? A, B, C, then sum and carry C out. This is C in. This is C out. Correct. Then end initial begin in the module. Correct. Now let us run this program. Now A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 1, what is sum is 1, carry is 0. If you consider this is LSB and this is MSB, so A is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1. Again 1 plus 0 is nothing but sum is 1, carry is equal to 0. Now shall I repeat this part? Repeat this part 5 times, or let me repeat for 8 times. Let us check all the possible. Since I'm using the symbol random, I won't get the ordinary binary representation, right? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Since this will generate the random values. Okay, I'll be printing how many times? 8 times I'm repeating this. This is 8 times with different inputs A, B, C, C. This is my sum and this is my carry. So let us take this. This is 1 0 1 is nothing but 5. 5 carry is 1, correct? Again this is again 1 0 1. This is also 1 0 1. So this is 0 1 1 means what? 3. What is carry is 1. So 1 0 1 is 4. Carry sum is 1. 0 0 1 is 1. Sum is 1, correct? Again this is 0 0 1 is nothing but 1. Sum is 1. So this is a program of full adder using a data flow model using operators, correct? Now let us do same thing here for what? This is for 1 bit full adder. 1 bit full adder. Now to do it for, there is one question I was asking. 1 bit half subtractor. Sorry, full subtractor, not half subtractor. This is full subtractor. What is full subtractor? Decimal notation, sir. Full subtractor decimal notation. Let us take this is the full adder. Full adder. Full adder. Let us copy here. This is nothing but full subtractor. Full subtractor, what are the outputs, sir? Full subtractor, what are the outputs, sir? Difference is output. Difference is same as an sum. Correct? Then borrow. Borrow. So difference is decimal notation, sir. 1 2 4 7. This is a canonical equation of the 1 2 4 7. And this last one is what? Minimized expression of the canonical equation. Then what are the borrow of decimal notation, sir? You can remember full subtractor. What are the borrow decimal notations, sir? 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 7. 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 7. Correct? So let us write the full subtractor. So this is my full subtractor. How many inputs will be there? 3. A, B. So I take B. So why I'm writing B is nothing but if some 0 is not subtracted by 1, I need a bar. So then borrow I will represent it as B. So this is nothing but borrow. 3 inputs and 2 outputs, full subtractor. So 3 input means how many possible combinations you can fit? 8 possible combinations. 0 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, 1 1. So this is the difference and this is the bar. So what is this? Full subtraction. 0 minus 0 is nothing but 0. Again 0 minus 0 is nothing but 0. So difference is 0, borrow is also 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. Again the result of that will be minus with what? 1. But you can't subtract the 0 with minus 1. So that you are taking borrow 1. Now this becomes what? 1 0. 1 0 means 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Here also 0 minus 1 you can't subtract. So you are taking borrow 1. Right? Now when you take the borrow 1, this becomes 2. 1 0 means what? 2. So 2 minus 1 is what? 1. 1 minus 0 is nothing but what? 1. You understand? This is what? 0. You can't subtract 0 minus 1. So that borrow is 1. So if I take a borrow is 1, this is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Again 1 minus 1 is what? 0. Here 1 minus 0 is what? 1. Again 1 minus 0 is nothing but what? Difference is 1. Borrow you are not taking any borrow. Borrow is 0. Here 1 0 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. Again 1 minus 1 is difference is 0. Borrow is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. This 0 minus 0 is nothing but 0. Difference is 0. Borrow is 0. You can see here 1 minus 1 is 1. 0. Again from the 0 can you subtract 1? No. So that you are taking the borrow is 1. When you take the borrow that becomes 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So for the difference, the decimal notations are 1 2 4 7. For borrow, what are the decimal notations? You can see what are decimal. If I cannot into decimal notations, what are the decimal notations is 1 2 3 7. Correct? If I write the canonical equation, simplified equation, this is nothing but what? EXR, BXR, V. Correct? Borrow expression is, what is borrow expression? Let us construct the K map to this. Correct? K map to this. This is A, B, B in 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. What are the cells are ones in this case is? This is the K map structure, correct? Graphical method. So 1 cell is 1, correct? Then 2 cell is 1, 3 cell is 1, 7 cell is 1. So what is the possible grouping is? 2 ones grouping is possible. This is the grouping. So what is the expression I will be getting for borrow? So for this is nothing but A bar. B will knock out. You will be getting B in plus. For this is 3 and 7 grouping is B, B in, correct? Plus. For this grouping, A bar B. A bar B plus. A bar B in plus B into B. So this expression for the borrow. Right? Can you tell me what is the borrow expression now here? What is the borrow expression? A bar B plus B, B in plus A bar B. A bar B. You understand? A bar B plus A bar B in plus B, B. So this is the borrow expression. Correct? You understand this? Now, how to write a program to this? How to write a program to this? Shall I make this into one? Full sum bracket, correct? So this input I'm going to take what? B, B, what are the outputs are? Difference and borrow. Let me write difference and borrow. So here, input types are A, B, C, B. This is difference. Outputs are difference and borrow. This is difference. This is borrow. Difference and borrow. So this is nothing but same, correct? Difference is XOR operation. Then what is borrow expressions? A bar. This is A bar. Correct? A bar means operator. A bar means what operator I can use? Dual symbol. Correct? Not operator means what? Dual symbol. Bitwise not operator. A bar. B. Again this is B B. B B. Next is what? A bar. B. A bar. B. Difference? B. B B in bar. Okay, we're talking about this one. This is B B. Okay. Here. This is B. This is nothing but one. Difference. This is bar. Bar. I can use the same test bench. Is it fine? So this is full order, full subtractor one name. I'm connecting the ports by default. In beginning, this becomes random time generating A B B. Okay, this is the output. Now I'm going to change B to what? B. Sum to what? Difference. Sum to difference. Then C out to borrow. Borrow. This is B B. This is nothing but difference, and this is nothing but borrow. Borrow. Right? Other things are done. I'm repeating how many times? 8 times. You say 1 0 0. Difference is 1. Borrow is 0. Correct? 0 0 1 means 1. Decimal notation is 1. What is difference is? Difference is 1. Borrow is also 1. You verify with this two table. That's it. This two table. Okay. And this is again 0 0 1 means 1. Difference 1 and borrow 1. 0 1 1 0 means 3. Difference is 0. Borrow is 1. And then 0 1 0 is nothing but 2. Let us check this combination. 0 1 0 is 2. Difference is 1 and borrow is 1. Did you understand? Let us copy this version. So this is our 1 bit full subtractor. Now we need to design This is one bit full subtractor. Now let us go with what is other question is. Yeah, this one. So write a program of data flow modeling of 4-bit full adder using concatenation plus subnet. How to do this? What is 4-bit full adder is? Parallel adder, right? 4-bit full adder. So let me quickly write. 4-bit full adder means what? Parallel adder. 4-bit full adder is nothing but parallel adder. How many bit adder means parallel? 4-bit parallel adder. How to construct a 4-bit parallel adder? Using full adders, right? How many full adders are required? 4 full adders which are connected in one cascaded one, right? This is one full adder, this is one full adder, one full adder, this is one full adder. So what are the inputs to this is nothing but so let's take this is A naught, right? B naught, A naught, A1, A2, A3 are the main input, right? B naught, B1, B2, B3 are the subtract, correct? And then this is a full adder, how many inputs will be there? 3 inputs. So this is the input is coming from the previous stage. C in or I can write 1, C minus 1. If it is this is A naught, this is coming from the previous stage, this is C minus 1. What is the output is nothing but sum is not. So whatever the carry is generated in the first stage full adder will be propagated to the what? Next stage. What is the carry? C naught. What is sum is? S1. And again carry is what? C1. What is sum to this is nothing but S2. What is the carry is? C2. What is the sum is? S3. And this is nothing but what? C3 is out. So this is a 4-bit full adder, or we call parallel adder, or magnitude adder also. What magnitude means? 4-bit magnitude adder. Did you understand this program? Now this I have to design data flow modeling for 4-bit full adder using concatenation and place operation. How to do this? Innovative program to this. Shall I use this is the full adder code? 4-bit full adder. What are the inputs for this is? A, B, C. Okay. So let me do one thing. If I go line by line typing, so it will be easily understand. If I start editing what I'm present for you. Okay. Let me write full adder 4-bit full adder. So what are the inputs to this is? A is one input, B is one input, C is one input. What are the outputs are? Sum and carry, C out. Let me take sum and C out. Or if I take S and C, is it no problem? Let it be like this only. You can easily understand what are the ports are input and output node. Can you tell me what are the input ports are? Input side, what is the vector of A and B? How many bits you need? 4 bit, right? This should be what? 3 down to 0 what? A comma B. A comma B. Again, input. How many bits you need? C in? 1 bit. This is C in. Right? Then output are what? Outputs are what? Sum is 3 down to 0. You can see in this diagram, you need A naught, A1, A2, A3, 3 bits. B naught, B1, B2, B3, 3 bits. C in is a single bit. These are nothing but a wide data type now. C naught, C1, C2, C3 are what? It is an interconnection between the one circuit. I can consider 3 C naught, C1, C2, C3, C2, and C3 are the wide data type. This is C3 is nothing but CO. This is not a wide data type. C3 is nothing but a CO. Correct. Now how many bits sum is? 4 bit. S naught, S1, S2, S3. Therefore, I can write this is nothing but sum. 3 down to 0 sum. Right? Then C out is equal to what? Output. Another one is output. This is the output. Right? C out. Right? Then what are the wide data types? C naught, C1, C2, C2. That's it. So whether we are using any wide C naught, C1, C2. We are not using in this case. So I'm asking to do this using concatenation operator. No need of wide. When you're modeling the gate level, then you need C naught, C1, C2. Right? So since I'm doing this using what? Continuous assignment, I don't need wide data type C naught, C1, C2. So I'm modeling 4 bit min, 4 bit subprime. I'll be getting some 4 bit sum and 1 bit C out. So how to do this? How to do this? What I need to do here? Floor brackets. What is the use of this floor bracket? Concatenation. What concatenation I want to do? C out, right? C out comma sum. This is equal to what? Just due to the addition operation. A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. Right? Now this will take 4 bit, this will take 4 bit, this will eventually 1 bit. Okay? It will do 4 bit addition operation. And 4 bit sum is will be assigning to 1. This sum. And last 1 bit is assigning to what? C out. It is as good as concisely we reduce the code. If you remember, okay, in next session I'll be talking about the gate level. To model the full adder, 4 bit full adder, first we'll be instantiating the full adder. Again, we're instantiating what? Half adder. Hierarchically we are doing. But here I can easily do using this operator, concatenation operator. So A plus B plus C. So this is nothing but parallel adder. Okay. So now, then what I need to do in the module. Let's see. Right. Now I need to write the test bench to this module TB. Okay. Module TB. Then what I need to write? Reg 3 down to 0. Right. A comma B. A comma B. Sorry. A comma B. And reg C. Then y 3 down to 0. What? Sum. Again y scalar is what? C out. Next what I need to do? I need to change the design file. So let us make a order. Then let me do 4 by connection default. Now I need to generate the input and apply the input to the design file. Right. For that I should start with one block. Initial one. Initial begin. Correct. Shall I use A comma concatenation operator? A comma B comma C. This is equal to dollar symbol random. Is it fine? Then let me give some time to print the result. Dollar symbol display what I want to display. A value. Right. 0B top space. B is equal to percentage 0B. Then top space. C is equal to percentage 0B. Right. Then what I need to print? Sum. Sum is equal to percentage 0B. Then top space. C out is equal to percentage 0B. Now what are the document I need to pass? A comma B comma C comma sum comma C out. Then end this in the initial begin in the module. Right. Now let us run this. So A is how many bits it is generating? 32 bits, right? So A should be 4 bit and B should be 4 bit. So then B I'm using. Okay, let us remove this 0B. Let's remove this 0B. Now I'm going to run this. Now A is 1001. B is equal to what? 0010. So 1001 is nothing but decimal notation 9. And 0010 is nothing but 2. And C in it is taking as, let us give a tap space and run this. C in is 0. So 9 plus 2 means what? 11. So let me print this in the decimal. 9. Sorry, decimal. This is also in decimal. Let us print B in binary because it is taking only 1 bit. Right? Sum is in decimal. C out in binary. Okay. let us run this. Now 9 plus 2 is nothing but sum is nothing but what? 11. Correct. Now let us repeat this for 10 times. Repeat of 10 times. Begin. And where I need to end? Here. 8. Now let us repeat this. So 9 plus 2 is 11. 4 plus C is 1 here. Right? 4 plus 1 means 1. Fine. Let us take this one. What is my A is? What is A is? A is 4. Means this is 0. Correct. 1, 0, 0. B is nothing but what? 0. Subprime is nothing but 0, 0, 0. What is C in is nothing but in this case is, you can see the second one. Minimum is 4. Subprime is how much? 0. What is C in is 1. Now what is the result is? 5. Now can you do this option? What is 0, 0, 1 is nothing but, this is 1. 0, 0, what is carry is generating? 0, 0, 1 is carry is 0. 0, 0, 0 means what? 0. And what is carry is? 0. 0, 1, 0 means what? 1. What is carry is? 0. 0, 0, 0 is nothing but what? 0. What is C out is? 0. This is nothing but 5. What is C out is? 0. What is C in is? 1. So it is doing 4 plus 1 is nothing but 1. 5. C out is 0. So in this case, minimum is 0. Subprime is how much? 4. 0 plus 4. What is C in is? 1. 5. Result will be the 5. 3 plus 1 is 3 plus 1 plus 1 means what? How much? 5. Again, this is 8 plus 6 means what? 14. 14 plus 1 means what? 15. 12 plus 16 means how much? 12 plus 16, man. 18. 12 plus 6 means what? 18. 18 plus 1 means what? 19. So 19 in binary. What is 19 in binary? 19 in binary is nothing but, right? 19 in binary is nothing but 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. So your sum will take how many bits? 4 bits. And your C out, this is your C out. This is your S0, S1, S2, S3. This is nothing but what? C out. This is 19. So but it is sum taking how many bits? 4 bits. So 0, 0, 1, 1 means what? 3. So C out is equal to 1. This is the result I am getting here. 12 plus 6 plus 1 is 3. And C out is nothing but what? 1. Are you understand? Is it clear here? What about next one is 3 plus 2 means what? 5. 5 plus 1 is nothing but what? 6. Again, 0 plus 9 is what? 9. 9 plus 0 is nothing but what? 9. So 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 1 is nothing but 9. Again, 8 plus 6 is nothing but 14. 14 plus 1 is nothing but 15. C out is equal to 0. Only I am getting C out is equal to 1 for what? Minimum is 12. Subprime is 6. And if you make C is equal to 1, so 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. 19 in binary is nothing but 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Sum will take 4 bits, so that 0, 0, 1, 1 is nothing but 3. And C out is nothing but 1. So 1, 0, 0, 1, 1 is nothing but 19. Did you understand? Are you clear? How to do what order it is? What order we are doing? Parallel. Now I want to make this into 8-bit order. What I want to do. So I don't need to change all the time here 7, again here it is 7, here it is 7. I don't need to do a lot of customization of my program. Okay, so how to do this into the 8-bit order? By including the parameter to the program. Correct? How to do this? Or you can use the tick define compiler directives. Create a macro. Right? So let us create a macro here. How to create the macro? Ticker, right? Ticker define. This should be coming out of your module scope, right? All the compiler directives should be coming out of what? This is your module scope, right? This is your module scope. This compiler directives will come what? Out of the module scope. Ticker define. Shall I make this into depth? Usually macros are created representing what letters? Capital letters. Depth is nothing but shall I make it to what? 8. Now what I'm going to do to make this into 8-bit order? 8-bit order. Now this is 7 not. 7 down to 0. To make this 7 down to 0, what I need to do? I should use the depth. Ticker depth, correct? Depth minus 1. Correct? Now A is 8-bit, B is 8-bit. And what is my sum is? Sum is also 8-bit. Ticker depth. Depth to minus 1. Do you understand? Again, where I need to change here also? Yeah, this is minus 1. Depth to minus 1. Here, I need to change this into what? Ticker depth. Depth to minus 1. Here also sum I need to change what? Ticker depth minus 1. Right? By changing this macro, I can make this into 4-bit order. Right? Let us make first a 4-bit order, then we go into 8-bit. Right? Is there any other things I need to change? No. Now this is my 4-bit parallel order. Now I'm going to change this into how many bit order? 8-bit order. Now so this is my 8-bit order. Okay. Now I want to make this into what? 16-bit order. This is the beauty of the digital design, the digital system. You can you can design higher order module using lower order module with less effort. Where the same case is not doing all design. Effort will be the double, not it is directly proportional. Okay, it is double of the proportion. This is one of the beauty of the digital system. You can design higher order design using lower order by replicating the what? Circuit. So parallel order can be easily designed using what? Full order. Full order can be easily designed using what? Half order. This one replication is allowed in the digital system so that the design of the digital circuit is easy compared to your analog circuit. And also one more advantage is that it is less prone to the errors. Error handling is easy in digital one. Now you can by changing this macro, you can make this into how many order? Different order, 16-bit order, 32-bit order, 64-bit order. Even I can make 5-bit order also. Right? This is my 5-bit order. You can understand. So by changing this, okay, let me print this in the binary, then you'll be understanding. A is now 5-bit. B is how many bits? 5-bit. What is my sum is also 5-bit. Let me print this in the binary. How many bit order I am doing? 5-bit order. A is equal to 5-bit. You can see. This is a 5-bit. B is also 5-bit. Correct? 5-bit parallel order I am doing. This is my what? Sum 5-bit. And this is my C out is 1-bit. You can understand. So you can make this into 6-bit, 7-bit, 8-bit. Usually we'll talk about 2 4 bit. Right? 4-bit parallel order, 16-bit, 8-bit parallel order, 16-bit and 32-bit, so on. You can understand. So what extra thing I'm modifying to this program, customizing this program. What I'm doing, I'm using one of the compiler directives. Okay, what compiler directives I'm using? Tick different. Now we are creating a text macro. What is macro name is? Depth. Then you can pass the value to this depth. I don't need to changing always going inside the program and changing the bit of AB and sum. What I can do, I can use the compiler directives. Then I create the macro. By assigning the value to this macro, this program works according to my macro. Is this clear? This also you can do using what? Parameter also. Using parameter also you can do. Right? How to do using parameter? Let's copy this program. Using parameter. How to do using parameter? What is the use of the parameter key? What is the use of the parameter key?
Zero constants in the module.
You define the constant into the what? Module, right? What keyword I can use for this is parameter. Shall I use the depth? Parameter, I'm creating this depth is equal to 4. That's it. So this should be defined inside the scope of the module or outside the scope of the module. Inside. This should be defined inside the scope of the module. Now this will be working as a 4 bit array. Like I said, this is not tick correct? It's not a compiler characters. Let me remove this tick. So it is the syntax that I've written. But 4. This should be end with what? Semicolon. Still it is the. Here also I need to initialize one parameter. So we have one concept, parameter overriding. So parameter overriding. See here I'm defining the parameter. What is the parameter constant value? Is 4 here. Right? So we can override the parameters. There are two techniques on there, using depth parameter and overriding parameter using hash. That we'll see later. Okay, I don't want to make confusion right now by doing that. Okay, so we'll go step by step. Then you can understand. So without changing the parameter value of your design file, I can override it by including a parameter with the overriding, by including the test match. You understand? Are you clear? That we'll see later. Now this is using parameter. Or you can now I want to make 8 bit order. What I need to do? I need to make a parameter depth is equal to 8. Did you understand this? Okay, let us copy this code. So first one using what? Tick define using macro, right? Tick define using macro. And this is using what? Second way we are done using what? Using parameter. How to understand this? How to design the 4 bit order, 4 bit full order using data flow modeling. Okay, now let us go to the next one. Today we'll address all the combination logic circuit. And after the done with the combination logic circuit, we'll go to the signature. Okay, now we address the question of 4th question, 5th question. Okay, then we'll go with 6th question. So before going to 6th question, shall we go with the 4th question, 7th question, because 7th question is relating to the order circuit. Since we are talking about order circuit, let us go with this. So write a program of data flow modeling 4 bit carry look ahead order. So there are certain advantages of this order. Go in your what order? Parallel order. Now coming back to your parallel order. So what are the limitations of this parallel order? Can you mention the limitation? Carry delay, right? Carry delay. Total, how many number of propagation delay? N times of full order, right? There are 4 full orders I am using. N is nothing but number of full orders. Let us take n times of TP. What is TP? TP is nothing but propagation delay of 1 full order. Inside there are gates will be there. Gates also lead some propagation delay. I'm not considering that. Overall I'm considering that what is the propagation delay of 1 full order. So this second full order will operate only whenever this carry will get, correct? At what time this carry will be getting? Suppose if I'm taking TP is equal to 1 nanosecond, right? After 1 nanosecond only this C out I'm getting. Some S0 and C0 will be landed after what delay? 1 nanosecond. And then here C1 and S1 and C1 will be landed after what? After this one. If I consider this is nothing but 1 nanosecond. Again C2 and S2 will be landed at after what? 1 nanosecond of this. And this will be what? 1 nanosecond. Total to get S0, S1, S2, S3, and then C3, it will take how many nanoseconds? 4 nanoseconds. Right? So we are talking about a high speed circuit nowadays. It will work on with the picosecond level. Right? All operation computations can be done in picoseconds. So this is one limitation factor we can say. See, parallel order works fine. It gives me the correct result based upon my menu and subprime. There is no problem with that. Result is giving. But if I think in terms of speed, speed is a limiting factor in the parallel order. So this is what the trade-off in the market will be going on. If you start buying a mobile phone, you can see that you pay less amount, you get a less speed device. You pay more amount, you will be getting more speed device. You pay 8,000, you will get 4 GB. If you pay 10,000, 4 GB, say for example, 20,000, 10K, 4 GB, 20K, 8 GB. For what you are paying for here? It means speed. For speed you are paying. Okay, this is no problem. If I am compromising with delay, I can go with what? Parallel. So no, I don't want compromise with delay. I need high speed circuit. Then what we need to do? We need to invent for high speed. I should work the operation. For the parallel operation less than this nanoseconds. So that is better than this. Right? This how keep inventory is going on all this. The circuits in digital circuit, we have started addressing the delay and the area. So that invention is keep going on. So the one which is giving 8 GB RAM, they will be not using this because of the delay here. So they will go with what? Fast carrying orders, fast order circuits. There are many fast order circuits are there. Each fast order circuit having their own advantages and own disadvantages. Now, if I talk with respect to the parallel order, what is advantage is? Building up the circuit is easy. But if you talk in terms of speed is a limiting factor in the parallel order. But it gives me the result, correct result. But more delay, more propagation delay. That's why we keep inventing on what? High speed circuits to addressing all these problems, propagation delay problems. Right. So one such a order is nothing but a carry look ahead order. Carry look ahead order. Carry look ahead order. What is this carry look ahead order is? Let me see it. This is my 4-bit order. As soon as my menu and subprime is available, I know what is my menu end. Say for example, menu end is 10001, 0010. This is my menu end. This is my subprime. So to do this in this parallel order, to do this first I need to check C minus 1, correct? C minus 1, suppose if I'm taking this is becomes 1, and whatever the carry is generated, it will be propagated to 1. Next MSB bits, again next MSB bits, next MSB bits. So I will design a logic such that as soon as my menu end is available and subprime is available, I'm going to predicting for this menu end and this subprime. I'm going to predicting what is the value of C0, what is the value of C1, what is the value of C, some sort of prediction. If I know that, as long as I know that what is menu and subprime, so that I'm finding what is C0, C0, C1 and C2, so that I can do the addition operation less than the 4 nanoseconds. So that order is nothing but to carry look ahead. Pre-computing the values of name it implies. Carry look means I'm looking ahead. Before computing my sum, I'm going to looking what? Pre-computation of what? C0, C1 and C2. That order is nothing but a carry look ahead. Only this is not there. There are many carry look ahead orders. I mean fast carrying orders. Okay, carry skip order, carry propagate order, okay, carry save order. If you search there, you will be getting 20 to 25 fast carrying orders will be getting. Okay, each order, okay, we want to specify that only this is a good. There are good at some prospective and there are bad at some prospective. Okay, each algorithm have one advantages and one disadvantages. That will be used based upon, I said trade-off. What do you mean by trade-off in the market in terms of electronics market? Trade-off is nothing but what? You pay the less amount, get the less speed circuit. Pay the more amount, get the high speed circuit. So one who is getting less speed circuit, they might have using this parallel. No, I don't want to compromise with the speed. I can go with what? High speed circuits. You understand? Now let us see the how to design the carry loop adder. What is carry loop adder? Pre-computing of the carries. So how to do pre-computing of the carries now we'll see. Okay. So if I write the full adder circle, this is my full adder. This is my input. Shall I represent this is AI, BI, and this is nothing but what? Some SI, and this is nothing but CI plus carry. This is nothing but what? CI minus it is coming from the previous stage. This full adder I am representing in general part. Okay, in general. If I is equal to 0, what happens? A0, B0, S0, C1. This is nothing but what? C minus 1. It is coming from the previous stage. Correct. If I write a truth table to this, so I'm going to write AI, BI. This is CI minus 1. This is my some SI. Okay. This is CI plus 1. So there are 3 inputs. How many possible combinations? 8 possible combinations. 8 possible combinations. What is sum is? 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. Correct. What is carry is? 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Correct. So sum is nothing but it is XOR operation. SI I can write what? AI XOR, BI XOR, CI minus 1. Correct. What is my carry expression? CI plus 1. What is my carry expression? You can see, if you notice this clearly, this truth table of full adder, this is a carry expression, right? This is the one, wherever it is 2 functions, right? If I'm talking about sum of SOP form is nothing but 2 functions. Pivot form is what? False functions. If you look at this combination, what you can understand from carry is nothing but 1. This combination, carry is nothing but 1. What you can understand here? What you can understand? So here A bar, right? This A bar, B, and C minus 1 is nothing but 1. Correct? Here A, B bar, what is C minus 1 is nothing but 1. So this I can write XOR operation. Correct. Now look at the other 2 combinations. See, when carry is equal to, what is carry is equal to 1 here? A into B, irrespective of what? By C minus 1. So that one logical expression I can write for this A plus 1 is nothing but. What logical expression? A into B, irrespective of the C. I can write this is nothing but AI into BI, irrespective of the what? C. If C0, C is 1, always my carry is what? 1, 1. Correct. And what is one more combination is? A bar B, right? A bar B, AB bar is nothing but my XOR operation. Correct. I can write plus AI XOR BI into what? CI minus 1. This is the carry expression I can write for this. Correct. Carry is 1 when A XOR B. A bar B plus AB bar into what? See, A bar B plus AB bar I'm getting what? It's an operation. How do you understand this? This is the expression you are using to build a what? Full adder, correct? Full adder using half order. This is the carry expression used to build it. If you remember, this is the logic here. Carry is equal to 1 when A bar B plus AB bar into C. And then carry expression output is 1. AB, A and B, irrespective of the what? C. Correct? These are my sum and carry expression. What is sum expressions? A XOR B XOR C. Right. What is my CI plus 1 is nothing? A into B plus, right? If I'm removing this I, is nothing but what? AB plus A XOR B into CI minus 1. Let me write this equations here. Sum is nothing but AI in general I'm writing. AI, BI, XOR plus CI minus 1. Correct. What is carry expression is? CI plus 1 is equal to 1. AI, BI plus AI XOR BI into CI minus CI minus 1. Correct. So here carry is this we call it as carry generation. This is nothing but what? Carry generation. And this we call it as a carry propagation. Carry propagation. Carry generation shall I write this is nothing but GI. GI indicates carry generation. This is nothing but a carry propagation. This I'm going to write as PD. Did you understand? So this equation I can write what? CI plus 1 is equal to 1. GI carry generation. A to B carry generation will happen plus what? A XOR B is nothing but carry propagated into what? CI minus 1. CI minus 1. Now what is a GI? What is GI? AI into BI. What is BI? AI XOR BI. Correct? If I put I is equal to 0, what is G0 is equal to? A naught into B. I is equal to 1. G1 is equal to A1 into B1. I is equal to 2. G2 is equal to A2 into B2. I is equal to 3. G3 is equal to what? A3 into B3. Do you understand? What about the BA? What is BA is? When I is equal to 0. A naught XOR B naught. I is equal to 1. This is B0. B1 is equal to 1. A1 XOR B1. I is equal to 2. A2 XOR B2. Again, I is equal to 3 means 1. P3 is equal to A3 XOR B3. Did you understand? I'm just substituting I1 for G0, carry generation and carry propagation. Correct? If I know this, if I know what is A0, A1, A2, A3, B0, B1, B2, B3, I can generate the G0, G1, G2, G3 using AND operation. Correct? I can generate what? B0, B1, B2, B3. If I know what is C minus 1, I can compute the values of C0, C1, C2, C3. Did you agree with me? I can compute what is the carry. As I know that what is the main and what is the subtrahend, using this carry generation by carry propagation, I can compute the C0, C1, C2, C3, so that all full orders I can operate at the same TP. So that essentially I can reduce what? Delay. This is a carry loop pattern is quite good in your parallel. It reduces the what? delay. But again, there is some limitation in carry look and order. Don't think that this is also good. As we reduce the delay, but few other disadvantages. Let me mention what are the disadvantages are. Okay. Now this is not G0 G1 G2 G3. This is not P0 P1 P2 P3. How to generate the carry? What is carry expression is? This is Ci plus 1 is equal to 1. J plus Di Ci minus 1. If I put I is equal to 0, C1 is equal to 1. 0 plus 1 is nothing but C1. Correct. This is nothing but what? G0. This is G0 plus P0 plus 0 C minus 1. Correct. So what is G0 is? G0 into B0. Correct. If I this is nothing but G0 into B0 plus G0 into X around B0 into C minus 1. If I put I is equal to 1, this is C2 is equal to 1. G1 plus, this is G1 right, sir. This is C minus 1 here. C1. G1 plus P1 plus C1. C0. Then where I will be getting C0? Ci plus 1 is nothing but, this is 0 means, when I is equal to 0, this becomes 1. When I is equal to 0, this becomes 0. Yeah. This is the next calculation. This is correct only, right? This is coming from the previous stage. I'm getting C minus 1. Right? Now coming back to here. So this is G0 plus V0 into C minus 1. I'll be getting C1. The mistake what I did here is, the mistake I did here is nothing but CA. Not CA plus 1. This is CA minus 1 is coming from the previous stage. This is nothing but what? CA. You will take this as a CA. This is CA. Again here also, this is also CA. CA. Now it is coming to this equation now. This is CI. When I is equal to 0, now this becomes what? 0. C0, G0 plus V0, C minus 1. Already I know that what is C minus 1. Correct. Again, when I put I is equal to 1, then this becomes what? C1. C1 is equal to G1 plus P1 into 1. C0. I know what is a C0, right? C0 is nothing but this is the 1. This is equal to G1 plus P1 into 1. G0 plus, what is C0 value? G0, right? Okay, let me substitute here. What is C0 is G0 plus P0 into C minus 1. This I can write what? G1 plus P1 into G0 plus P1 P0 into C minus 1. You understand? Now when I is equal to 2, this is C2 is equal to 1. G2 plus P2 into 1. C1. In this equation, substitute the C1. So let us substitute this. This is C2 is equal to 1. C2 is equal to P2, G2, right? G2 plus P2 into C1. What is C1 is? What is C1 is? C1 is this is the one. G1 plus, right? G1 plus P1 into C0. Correct? No, sorry, G0. G0 again plus P1 into P0 into C minus 1. If I simplify this, C2 is equal to 1. G2 plus P2 into G1 plus P2 into P1 into G0 plus P2 into P1 into P0 into C minus 1. You understand? Similarly, when I put I is equal to 3, this is what? C3 is equal to G3 plus P3 into C2. Now substitute the C2 in this equation. What is C2 is nothing but G2 plus P2 plus G1 plus P2 plus P1 plus. So P1 P0 G0 plus P2 P1 P0 into C minus. Correct? If I simplify this, what I'm going to get? G3 plus P3 into G2 plus, again P3 into P2 into G1 plus, this is P3 into P2 into P1 into G0 plus, this is P3, P2, P1, P0 into C minus. Correct? What is P0 is? A0 XR P0. What is P1 is? A1 XR, A1 XR P1. P2 is A2 XR P2. P3 is what? A3 XR P3. You know what is G0 G1 G2 G3. You know what is P0 P1 P2 P3. So we are using extra hardware, extra logic to address in the delay. This is the extra. I'm computing. As long as when method is available, subtrahend is available, I'll be pre-computing the values of what carries C0, C1, C2, and C3. So these are the logical expressions to computing what? Computing of what? Carries. So this is nothing but carry look and are you understand? Now we got C0, C1, C2, C3. You know what is C0, G1, G2, G3. We got P0, P1, P2, P3. Correct? Then we need to compute the sum and the carry. So these logical expressions. So again, what is the limitation of this carry look and order is? Now look at your carry expression C0, C1, C2, and then C3. What you can see the problem, basic problem here is here 2 input AND gate. Correct? Here 3 input AND gate. Here 4 input AND gate. Here 5 input AND gate. Imagine it is 8-bit carry look and order you're doing. Same computations. So there is an uncertainty in the digital circuit. You're building the circuit with 2 input gate, 3 input gate, 4 input gate, 5 input gate. So there is uncertainty. Means there is a problem of panning and fan out problem. So there is a typical value for the gates. You should use only 4 input gate. If you go behind 5 input and 6 input gate, fan out problem becomes. Then we will not drive the current voltage level at the output. Fan in and fan out will affect the carry look and order. Because you can see my carry expression will be having one different. There is no uniformity, right? Uniform circuit is not there. 2 input, 3 input gate, 4 input, and 5 input gates. There is uncertainty. The gates usage that leads to panning and fan out problem. This is limited. This is we can set it to input and one parallel ladder. But constantly there is a problem called panning and fan out problem. You understand? Now you tell me what is some expression is. What is some S0 is? What is some S0 is? A0, A0 is A0 into C minus 1. These are the carry expressions. Correct? Now use this expression to build a carry look and order. 4-bit carry look and order. Generate a data for modeling to this. Get a data for modeling techniques to this. How do you understand what I said? Now generate a program to this. carry look and order. What I need to start with? Module, right? So module name, look ahead, order. Is it okay? Or let us write CLA, carry look and order. CLS carry look and order. What are the inputs to this? A comma, B comma, C in comma, sum comma, C out. Sum comma, C out. So what are the inputs to this? Input are A comma, but this should be what? We are designing for 4-bit. 4-bit carry look and order. This should be A comma B is 3 down to 0. Then input, right? C. Input is C. Then output, 3 down to 0, sums. Then output is C. Correct? Then what are the white data types here? P0, P1, P2, P3. G0, G1, G2, G3. And then is it C0, C1, C2, C3? So I can write white is G0. Sorry. White is what? G0, G1, G2, G3. And then P0, P1, P2, P3. Next what? C0, C1, C2, C3. These are the whites. Now I should start writing the data flow module. Assign. Let us write for G0. What is G0 is? G0 is equal to what? A0 and correct? P0. Correct? Next what I need to do? I need to assign.
We can give G3
comma. Yeah, like this also. Comma. No need to assign lines. I can write this is G1, A1, B1. This is also fine. Comma. Then I'm going to write like this. This is G2, correct? A2, B2. Yeah, you can do that also. You can make this as vector. Then you compute the what? A and B operation. Then you take A0, A1, G0, G1, G2. You can improvise this program how you want to do. Let me go it according to what logical expressions I generate. Later you see that how possible you can do this. Mention the vector for what? G0. How you can do it in think later. Now this is G3, correct? G3 is nothing but what? A3 and B3. Now let us check for the syntax error. I'm writing this is 3 down to 0, right? This should be A of 0, like this. B of 0. Since I declared this as what? Vector. A of 1 is nothing but B of 1. This is A of 2. This is nothing but B of 2. This is A of 3. This is nothing but B of 2. Now it works fine. Right. Now I need to generate what? Assign. What I want to do. P0, P1, P2, P3. This is, sorry. But I will be modifying this, copying this, then I'll modify this time only. This is P0. This is what I need to do. XOR operation, right? A0 XOR B0. G1, P1 is nothing but what? P1 XOR B1. This is P2 is nothing but A2 XOR B2. This is nothing but P3. P3 is nothing but what? A3 XOR B3. A3 XOR B3. Now we're done with the carry generation and carry propagation. Now we need to generate the what? C0. Right. What is C0 is equal to? C0 is equal to what? G0 plus means what I need to use? R operation. P0 and C. P0 into C. So let us check for the syntax again. This is correct. Again, what I need to do? Assign. C1 is equal to what? G1 or P1 and C0. Is it C0? No, after substituting the C0, you tell me. G0. Is it G0? This is G1, right? G1. P1 and G0. G0, okay. Again, this is our P1 and P0 and C. Correct? C no. C minus 1, I'm taking as C. Assign. Next, what I need to do? C2. You tell me the final expression. G2 or P2 and G1. Again, this is R, okay. P2 and P1 and G0 or P2 and P1 and P0 and C. Did you understand? Again, assign. Assign C3. C3 is equal to what? G3 or P3 and G2 or P3 and P2 and G1. This is R. P3 and P2 and correct. P1 and P0. Correct. P0 is there. P0 and C. P3, P2, P1. This is G0. Okay. C is not there. In C. Okay, here. One more product term is there. Okay. This is C is not there. Again, this is R. Right. R with P3 and P2 and P1 and P0 and C. Then ends. Right. Now let us check for the syntax error. Now we generated the G0, G1, G2, G3, P0, P1, P2, P3. Then we are computing C0, C1, C2, C3. Now what we need to do? Sum. S0, S1, S2, S3. What is sum is? Assign sum of 0, right? What is sum of 0 is equal to P naught, right? P naught means what? P naught into P naught. This should be XR with what? C. Again, let us write in same, right? Sum of 1. What is sum of 1 is? P1 plus XR. C naught, C naught. C naught. Again, next term. Comma. Sum of 2 is equal to what? P2 XR of C1. Let me give the tab space. Okay. Again, this is C1. Again, sum of C3 is nothing but what? P3 XR of C2. Yeah. Again, this is for sum. Then what is C out is? Assign C out is equal to what? C3. Assign C out is equal to C3. Now this is a carry low kind order. Let us check for the syntax error, line number 18. Okay, I'm writing sum. Assign sum 0. Sum of 2 is equal to. Okay, I have given the semicolon, it should be common. Now this is our design file for the carry low kind order. Now I can use the same test bench which I'm using for the 4-bit parallel ladder. I like it, I need a minute, 4-bit minute, 4 bits of time. Then I need a result. Sum and CL. So I'll be using the same test bench which I'm using for what? Okay, sir. I think this is the one. RM. Okay. Let's copy this test bench. This is my design and this is my test bench. Here, let us remove this. Okay, I'll be keeping this into what? 3. This is also 3. However, later you can modify by using tick define and create a background method 4-bit, 8-bit RS. Okay, now let us run this. So I need properly manage and changing the design file. This is here. Now this is my someone carry print in decimal to verify the answer. A being decimal and some also I'm going to print in a decimal. Now let us see whether it is working as order. So 9 plus 2 is nothing but 1. Now here. So 4 plus 0 is 4 plus 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 1 is 15. And 12 plus 6 is 18 plus 1 is 19. 19 means some will be getting 1 1 0 0 means 3. COD is nothing but 1. Now this works fine. Carry look and order. You understand these logical expressions? Did you understand the concept of carry look and order? Is it okay? Like this, many fast carrying orders are there. Not only parallel order and look and order is there. Many are there. So for your understanding, I brought one order, fast carrying order is carry look and. So the use of this carry look and order is nothing but one. Pre-computing the values of C0, C1, C2, C3. If you look at this logical expression, C0. What is C0 is? A0 into B0. You are meaning A0 into B0. You know what is A0 into B0. And this is B0 is nothing but one. A0 XR B0. C0 already you will be knowing for the first stage, correct? If you know this, you are computing the C0. No need of doing the operation. Here also, you can see C1 is depending upon what? G1. G1 is nothing but A1 and B1. B1 is nothing but A1 XR B1. G0 is nothing but A1 and B1. B0. A0 and B0. And this also you know. Extra hardware for come up to the parallel ladder means extra hardware is required to compute the C0, C1, C2, C. Again, this case also leads to some delay. But that delay will be less than what you are using as a parallel ladder. Each full ladder will take some delay. Less than that. Okay, again, limitation of this carry look ladder means this is the one. You see the C3, 1 input, 2 input, 3 input, 4 input, 5 input. Imagine it is 8-bit carry look ladder. But C7 it should be. 1 input, 3 input, 4 input, 5 input, 6 input, 7 input. There is no uniformity of the circuit. The different input gates you are using. Then that leads to the problem of
अभी एप्पल दिवाली को मैसेज भेज दे
all gates will have a typical value of fanning a channel. If inputs you connect to the NAND gate is 1 input 6. For NOR gate it is 4. If you connect behind that 7 input or 8 input, it will lose the 6 character. It won't generate the desirable output. The strength of the output will be getting low. Then that you can't drive into the other circuits. So that is the fanning and fan concept. I hope you understand the carry look and order operation using data. Now let us go with the next one. What is the next example is magnitude comparator, right? Magnitude comparator, right? The program of data flow modeling of the magnitude comparator. So when you talk about the comparator, right? What could be the outputs of the comparator? Comparator is nothing but it is a digital combination logic circuit which is used to compare the bits. When you're talking about comparing the bits, you can compare 1 bit, 2 bit, multi bits. Multi bit means a magnitude comparator. Magnitude comparator. Let us talk about 4-bit magnitude comparator. 4-bit magnitude comparator. The outputs to this comparator means equal, less than, or greater. If I write the block diagram to this, 4-bit magnitude comparator. Magnitude comparator. These are the 4 bits. Shall I write the cross line like this? What this indicates? This cross line indicates variable inputs or multi inputs. Like this is nothing but A0, A1, A2, A3. If I'm talking about 4 bit. Again, this is nothing but 1. A0, B1, B2, B3. A0, A1, A2, A3 is minute. A0, B1, B2 are the subtract. What are the outputs of this? Is nothing but? You can write A is greater than B. A is less than B. I can write A is equal to B. A is less than B. So when you say that A is equal to B, when you say A is equal to B, let us write A3, A2, A1, A0 is a midway. B3, B2, B1 and B0. When you say that this is equal, A is equal to B. When you say is equal to A is equal to B. If this is the case, right? The case is if I'm writing R1, 1, 1. This is 1, 1, 1. It is equal. All zeros, this is equal. If it is 1, 0, 1, 0. Again 1, 0, 1, 0. It is also equal. I can write this expression is A is equal to B. A3 X naught. A3 X naught B3. Right? Into A2 x naught B2, correct, into A1 x naught 1, B1 into A naught x naught B0. If you remember one bit, comparator, 0, 0 means what? A0, B0 equal. A1, B1 is equal. What expression you're getting A is equal to B means? XR operations, correct. If I, this is nothing but AI, in general, AI is equal to BI. If I put I is equal to 0, what I'm going to get? A naught x naught equal, I'm talking about. A naught x naught, x naught, B naught. So let this is nothing but x naught, right? So similarly, you can just take x naught. If I is equal to 2, I is equal to 1, this is nothing but what? X1. X1 is nothing but what? A1 x naught B1. Again, I is equal to 2 means what? X2 is nothing but A2, right? And XR operation of B2. I is equal to 3 means X3 is equal to what? A3 x naught B3. Again, this is XR x naught into X1 into X2 into what? X3. Therefore, final A is equal to B expression what I can write. X3 and operation of X2 and operation of X1 and operation of X0. What is X0, X1, X2, X3 are? AXR. By substituting I, you get X0, X1, X2, X3. If I'm doing operation of this, I'll be getting the equal operation. Correct? Then how to write a logical expression? I need to compare a logical expression for A greater than B. Let us take A greater than B expression. If I take A3, A2, A1, A0, B3, B2, B1, B0. Correct? This is A0 is less than A3 is MSB. Correct? You agree with me? A0 is less than A3 is MSB. If my MSB bit is 1, A3 is 1, irrespective of A2, A1, A0, and if this is 0, irrespective of this B2, B1, and B0, always I can say this is A is greater than B. Right? I can write this is nothing but A greater than B. Right? If I write A greater than B, one condition is what? A3 is 1 and B3 is 0, irrespective of A2, A1, A0. This is A greater than B. This expression I can write what? A3 is equal to B3 bar. You understand? This is one condition. If A3 is equal to B3, right? If A3 is 1, B3 is 1, or this is 0, or it is 0. This is A3 is 1 or 0, B3 is 1 or 0. Then what I need to check? A2 I need to check. If A2 is 1, irrespective of A1 and A0, B2 is 1, 0, irrespective of B1 and B0, this also I can say what A is greater than B condition. Then how to write this expression is? I cannot place correct, plus. What is both are equal means what expression is? This is A3 is equal to B3. What is A3 is equal to B3 means? X3. X3 into what? X3 into A2 B2 bar. Right? A2 B2 bar. Again, what is next condition? You can go.
Second.
Okay, it is notice that the online student, you should pay your second installment within today. In case if you are not paid, they are going to remove all your access. They are not going to share you the recorded sessions notes. They are going to remove all your access. With a kind reminder, all of you to pay the second installment to the end of the day. Okay, this is the second one, right? Again, how to check the A greater than B? If A3 is equal to B3, A2 is equal to B2, then I need to check what? A1. So this is I can write what? X3, X2, A2 into, sorry, A1 into B3. A1 into B1. Right, A1 into B1. Right? Next is what? X3, X2, X1 into A0 into B1. This is the logical expression for A is greater than B. Now to check for A less than B. How to check for A less than B? A3 for B3. If this is equal means X3. A3 into A2 into B2, A2 bar into B2 plus X3 into X2 into A1 bar into B1 plus X3, X2, X1 into A0 bar into B0. You understand these are the logical expressions for the magnitude comparator. Now can you write a program to this using a data normally technique? So write a data modeling, co-bit magnitude comparator using logical expressions. So what I need to write here? Let's delete this module, right? Module name shall I use comparator port. Comparator port. What are the inputs? A comma B. Output is A GB I can write means A greater than B. And then A EB means A equal to B. A LB means what? A less than B. Then here what are the ports or input ports? How many bit magnitude comparator we design? 3 down to 0. 4 bit magnitude comparator, 3 down to 0. A comma B. What about output? So this is scalar or vector? Scalar, right? We are checking it is equal to 0. It is not equal, it is equal 1. It is not equal to 0. I can write A greater than B, right? A equal to B, A less than B. Right? Whether we are using any variable, X0, X1, X2. Then Y is nothing but what? X0, X1, X2, X3. Correct. Now what is the line I should write? Assign. Assign. For what? First let me write first we will generate X0. X0 is equal to A of 0, right? XR operation. B of 0. X0 means what I need to do. Right? For this I'm taking the X0, then I'm getting the complement. A0, XR, B0 of 1. This is nothing but XR operation. XR operation, sorry. Right? Now I should do it for what? X1. Now let us do it for x1. What is x1 is equal to? a1, b1, comma, x2 is nothing but what? a2, b2, comma, x3 is nothing but what? a3, b2. Then, comma, then let me write a module and check for any syntax errors. No syntax errors. Now I need to write it for what? Assign. Let me write it for a equal to b. What is a equal to b is? x3 and of, correct? x2 and of, x1 and of what? x0. This is a equal to b. Again, assign a is greater than b is equal to y. Assign a is greater than b. What is a greater than b is? A of 3 and not general, right? Not simple. A of 3. Okay, next step. This is our operation. Okay. 3. Let me put this is x of x3. No, x3 it is. I'm not using declaring this as a vector. If I'm declaring this is y3 down to 0, correct? Then I should write what this is. X of 0, x of 1. Okay, let me write. No problem. What is that? Correct? Let me declare what? 3 down to 0 of x. For to avoid the confusion. Then here, what I need to do? This is x of 0. This is x of 1. Is it fine? This is 1. X of 3. This is x of 2 and x of 3. Now here what I need to do? X of 3, right? This is x of 2. This is x of 1. This is x of 3. Now I need to write this is x of 3. What operation? And operation. A of 2. Again and operation. Not of B of 2. Again, this I'm going to do R. Again I'm going to put it into the parenthesis. It is recommended to put into the parenthesis. Okay. Here also if you want you can put this into what? Parenthesis. This is one expression I'm going to put it into the parenthesis. Okay, next this is x of 3 and x of 2, right? And A of 1 and not of B of 1, right? Again this is R of x of 3 and x of 2 and x of 1 and A of 0 and not of 1, A of B of 1, B of 0. I'm going to end this. Right? This is for A is greater than B. Now let us stop the same and do the modification of this. This is for what? A is less than B. A is less than B means what? This is not. Then remove the not here. This is x3, again not. You remove the not. Here x3, x2, not of A1, remove this. Again this is x3, x2, x1. This is not, and remove the not. This is nothing but A is less than B. Then I check for the syntax error. So no syntax error. Now we did the design file using data from modeling technique. Now we need to write a design, right? So test bench module, TP, then right? 3 down to 0, right? A comma B, then right? Sorry, y. A equal to B. Okay, greater than okay, A equal to A greater than B. A equal to B. A less than B. Then comparator. Comparator 4. This is a comparator 4. Let me copy the same. Comparator. I'm going to do the instantiation. Comparator 4. DUT. Let us go with the code connection by default. Then it shall begin. Right. Let us randomize it. A comma B is equal to dollar symbol and concatenation operator dollar symbol random. Let me use some delay. Then dollar display. A is equal to percentage B. Okay. Then tab space. B is equal to percentage B. Tab space. A greater than B is equal to percentage B. Tab space, correct. A equal to B percentage B. Tab space. Then A less than B is equal to percentage B. What argument I need to pass? A comma B comma A greater than B comma A equal to B comma A less than B. Then end in the one. Now let us run the program. So let me print A, B, R in. Now A is 2 and B is 4. A is less than B is equal to 1. Right. So can I repeat this? Repeat. How many times? Okay, let us repeat 10 times. Begin. Then I'm going to end. So let us repeat this. So first case is less than, greater than, less than, right? This is greater than, this is less than, this is greater than, right? This is less than, this is also less than, greater than, less than. Again, this is also less than, this is also less than. Now this is working as a magnitude comparator, 4-bit magnitude comparator. You understand the logic of this? How this will work? 4-bit magnitude comparator. Say for example, it is 8-bit magnitude comparator. Is this logic expression will work? They will not work, right? Again, equal means what? X7 and down, X6 and down. You can understand. So let us copy this book. So this is a 4-bit magnetic component. Okay. What is the next question?